Okay, hello, this is Cart Kid here. To do a review on Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Now, the last thing I saw about Pirates of the Caribbean, I thought it was quite good, a bit long, but good. So I decided to get the PlayStation 3 game. As you can see the case of it right now. Looks quite good. The official movie posters shot. Anyway, it didn't make a good game at all. Just so you know, I never completed it. I'll tell you why a little bit later. The graphics are really good, but then this is the PS3, so expect them to be. Most of the time you're Jack Sparrow, which is good, I have no complaints. On most levels you'll probably notice like a little circle in, I think it's the top left bit of the screen, with another character on it, and his life bar. Well, this is because you can switch characters in mid-play, so say you're playing Jack, you can suddenly switch to Will in the middle of a battle. Okay, you might be asking, well, why would you want to? That's a good question. Well, it's because that you have to keep both characters alive, or all of them. Why I say all? Well, there's not just two. Sometimes you'll get three. Anyway, the computer isn't that good at keeping the other guy alive, so in order to complete the level, you have to skip to the other man in order to keep him topped up on health. Well, there is no freestyle fighting of sorts, so to fight you have to lock onto your person, press the slash button until you knock him aside, and then you'll perform like a killer slash. Okay, no complaints, easy enough. Well, you see normal enemies, they'll block your attack like 3 times until you knock them aside. Bosses, however, they don't get knocked aside. And this is where your special killer attacks come into the fray. It will come up with this button press instruction that if you follow, your character should, you have done it right, will execute a cool looking instant kill. This is the only way to kill the bosses. You will notice though there is no cutscene to acknowledge the arrival of them. I'm actually serious, there is not. So they just appear like a normal enemy would. Thankfully all of them are from the movies. However, you got the game without watching the film, you're gonna die a lot because you're not gonna know which one they are. So that sucks. Anyway, there are other bosses for which you have to go into a duel mode for, and this really is not good. So I hate this mode. What you get is you get 6 circles that are 3 on either side of the screen. When one of these circles lights up, you have to move your right analog stick in its general direction. And I mean, the controls in these bits are so awful. Like sometimes you would have done it right, but the game seems to do the wrong thing. Like once I flipped it to the top left, and it went straight middle. And I'm like, what are you doing? I just lost my health and died. Anyway, I mean, it's like I say, I've died countless amounts of times because of it. I mean, not to mention these bits are so boring, I can't be bothered to review them further. So I think, well, that just about rounds up the gameplay for you. So on to movie content. Since it's a movie-based game, of course I say movie-based, but that's absolute bollocks. Here are a couple examples where they lost the plot. Literally. The battle with the fishmen, or David Jones's crew, happens on the same island where you fight the cannibals in the game. Now in the movie Dead Man's Chest, I'd like to point out that those battles happen on separate islands. And you might also be quite surprised to see the mystical Teal Dharma in Port Royal. In the movies, she never goes there at all. Again shocking is the appearance of Jack's fella Teague in prison. Again it's a case of that never happened. A bit whereas Will you play Jones's organ. Wrong again. He goes near the organ but he doesn't play it. So you get the idea, it's all wrong. I mean, Kingdom Hearts, a game where you go through loads and loads of Disney places, it sticks to the story a lot better than this game. And you may have noticed it includes Dead Man's Chest as well. But, to be honest, that doesn't really matter. I guess it's kind of a good idea since they never made a game about the Dead Man's Chest. You know, I don't really have anything else to say about the story, since it's ass. Anyway, why couldn't I complete the game? Well, there's this little bit when you have to fight the Kraken, and there's a couple of beams with the Kraken's tentacles in the way. And they sort of follow like a pattern when they get out of the way, and then you have to sneak through in enough time. Despite this, the second one never gets out of the bloody way. As Jack would say, oh bugger. Unlike earlier parts, there isn't anything to blow it out of the way with, so try as I might, I couldn't figure it out. It's like, okay, passed the first one, got that bit right. Oh fuck, now what haven't I tried yet? Nothing I can think of. I mean, there are no weapons of any use. I mean, you only get a flintlock gun and a sword. I mean, knowing the rest of the game, it'll be some Tomb Raider style solution. I'll keep you updated if it is. Anyway, that rounds off this review abruptly. For those who are sentimental about conclusions, here's one. I don't like it one bit, so stay the hell away from it. Now, the creators can wear the underwear I just farted in, because that's unpleasant. My score? 2 out of 10. I mean, only because of the cool killer moves. Anyway, got the story so wrong, it's especially bent. As in, gay. Goodbye.
Seems okay, babe. You wake up and find that you're alone, 'cause I'll be gone.